Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing part 1 of a makeup series that I'm going to be doing on my channel. Part 1 is going to include my foundations, my primers, concealers, and powders. I've decided to include the little bits of concealer and primer and powder I have because I don't have that many primers and powders and concealers. I would say I have like 2 or 3 of each, which is not enough to make a whole video. So I didn't want to make a concealer video if I only had 2 concealers. So I just wanted to include them here. I hope you guys don't mind. I do, however, have enough foundations to talk about. Yeah, if you guys want to know what foundations, primers, concealers, and powders I have, I'm gonna start with primer because obviously that's the first thing you put on your face. And the longest primer I have is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. I bought this along with the foundation a while ago, and to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the foundation. It was just too dry, not what I thought it would look like on my face. I love matte foundations, but that one was just too dry for me. It emphasized all the wrinkles and the texture I had on my face. So I was just like, eh. So I tossed it and I kept the primer. I'm not gonna lie, I don't reach for the primer. I'm not a person that puts primer on every single day. I usually wear primer on the days where I'm going somewhere special, a date, or I just want to take the time to do that extra step. But usually I don't add the primer, which is a bummer because it's a really good primer. It is fragrance, so if you don't like that, you might not like this. It has kind of like a pinkish color, and it smells good. It feels silicone-y, but then at the same time it feels creamy, but it really hydrates your skin. So I really like this primer. It's just not personally putting primer on every single day. The next primer I'm going to be talking about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. It's really good too. It's the opposite of the Fenty Hydrating Powder Primer. It's supposed to make your face matte and blur some of your pores. It's really good, but again, I am not wearing primer every single day that I wear makeup, so I only use it when I'm like, oh, let me put primer on today, or I want to look extra matte today. I don't reach for my primers that much, but I did want to mention them because they are in my collection. So this really makes your face really matte. It really cuts the tackiness of the foundation a little bit. They're really good. I just don't reach for them because primer is that extra step, man, and sometimes you just don't want to do that. Next, I'm gonna talk about concealers because I only have 2 concealers to mention, and I'm gonna start off with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This concealer I just recently bought because I ran out of my mini NARS concealer that you guys saw in the last video. I bought this one because I have the foundation, which I'm going to talk about later, and I was like, if the foundation is really good and I love the foundation, then the concealer must be good too. And it is. It is so good. It is full coverage. It doesn't look dry under your eyes. It's a really good match for me. I can also use it for around my face. So essentially, I can even use this concealer as foundation on days that I don't want to use foundation. The next one I will be talking about is the NARS Creamy Radiant Creamy Concealer, and everybody raves about this. It has medium to full coverage. It doesn't look dry or cakey under your eyes, and it's the perfect match for my skin tone. I have no words. This is why I don't have that many concealers, because I don't need that many. I mean, I have these 2. That's all I need. I have my medium to full coverage concealers right here. Next, what I'm going to talk about is my powders, and I have been loving this powder, the original RCMA powder, for years now. And not to mention, or not to be like, oh my god, I want to mention someone famous on YouTube so she can see me and I can be famous too, or anything like that. No, anything that Kathleen Lights says to buy, I buy. because anything that she likes, I buy and I love it. And she years ago mentioned that she liked this powder, that it has no flashback, doesn't make your under eyes or your face look dry. It's literally the finest powder on your face that doesn't make you look like you have powder on your face. And it's so affordable. I think this little bottle cost me $15. And I bought it, I think, from beautylish.com, if I'm not mistaken, but this was years ago. It's really, really good. And yeah, I've had it for years now. I don't know if powders expire. Mine is probably expired if it expires, because I've had this for years. Face powder that I just bought and I found out about was the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a really good powder too. I have it in the shade medium. I personally have this medium one for all over my face. And then I also have the same powder in a mini size in the shade light, actually in the shade fair, for underneath my eyes. I have the medium for my face, and then I have the fair for under my eyes, because I feel like with the medium underneath my eyes, it kind of like changes the color of my concealer, and I don't like my face all looking one color. I want my eyes to look just a tad bit lighter, so that's why I have the shade fair underneath my eyes. Whew. Okay. Now we are entering into the foundations. I have 9 foundations to talk about. I'm not gonna go in any specific order from favorite or least favorite. I'm just gonna share what I see in front of me, and I'm gonna explain very quickly why I like it and what finish it gives to my face. So I'm gonna start off with what I'm wearing today, which is the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This foundation has been a recent buy, but I love it. I feel like it really looks like your skin. I am wearing it today. I just recently, earlier, filmed a TikTok and an Instagram video just applying my makeup for the day, and you can see it in that video. But this foundation looks awesome, and it's so easy to blend. It doesn't look like I'm wearing much on my face, which is what I love about it. It's medium to full coverage, so it covers everything you want to cover. You can even use this as concealer underneath your eyes. It's just that much coverage. I have a lot of dark circles underneath my eyes, and for me to say that, it's a big thing, because the fact that this covers underneath my eyes shows to you that it has really good coverage, and it looks really beautiful on your skin. It looks natural. I have it in the color Natural Beige, just if you guys wanted to know. Hi guys, editing Mirka over here. I just wanted to further explain a little bit more about the foundations that I'm sharing. In the video, I am seeing that I'm not really explaining myself that clearly and saying why I use these foundations and all of that. So I just want to make it clear that I do have foundations for formal and special occasions, and I have foundations for day to day. For example, my NARS Soft Matte Foundation, my Estee Lauder Foundation, my Born This Way Too Faced Foundation, these are foundations I use on formal special occasions. And then my e.l.f. CC Cream and my L'Oreal Infallible, these are foundations that I use on day to day. They're very just breathable for day to day. It's not like you're putting too much makeup on, you know what I mean? I also wanted to say that for the Estee Lauder foundation, it's a very long lasting foundation. It stays on your face all day. This is one of my, along with the NARS Soft Matte Foundation, this is one of my foundations that lasts all day on my face. Even if I go out and I wear a mask, this lasts all day on my skin. Also, actually, the Born This Way Too Faced foundation is also very long lasting, but not as much as the Estee Lauder foundation. So just keep that in mind if you're wanting to purchase any of these foundations. I also wanted to say, this is the last thing. I also wanted to say that a lot of my, well, if not all of my foundations have a natural finish. I don't have glowy foundations. I think the glowiest foundation I have is the ColourPop foundation, and I don't even wear it that much. I am not into a glowy foundation. If anything, I would just put like a natural foundation on, and then I will add some glow with some highlight or just a glowy setting spray. But yeah, I'm not for a glowy foundation, so that's why I usually, and you can see that I only have natural finish foundations and matte foundation. Now that I explained myself a little bit, we can keep going on with this video, guys. On to the video. The next one I have here is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. And everyone loves this foundation. Everyone talks about this foundation. I just recently bought this like maybe 2 months ago, and it's really good. It's really, really good. I don't use it all the time because it is like more of like a fancy foundation. So I only wear it when it's like a special time. But it's a beautiful foundation. It's mask friendly, doesn't transfer too much. I set all of my foundations with powder, so I don't really know if this would transfer if I didn't put powder, because I always put powder all over my face just for longevity purposes. I have the color 2N2 Buff. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. It looks natural on the skin, and it's medium to full coverage, I would say. The only bummer is that you have to purchase this pump separately, and the pump itself is $10. So it is a pretty pricey foundation, considering the foundation itself is like 40 something dollars, and then you have to buy the pump if you want to, you know, use it in a good way and not waste product. The next foundation I'm going to talk about is the e.l.f. CC Cream Camel Foundation. And this one is to me, one of the best foundations in the drugstore. It looks very familiar, and I know you guys know these. This looks like the IT Cosmetics foundation, the CC cream, and I've never tried the IT Cosmetics CC cream, but this one looks very natural on the skin. So a lot of the foundations that I have look natural on the skin. I don't have foundations that look, well, I do actually. I have one foundation that looks glowy on my skin, like meant to look glowy, but most of my foundations are all natural finish or matte. I don't like my skin to feel super tacky or look super glowy. I'm just not a fan of that. I prefer natural finish. This foundation is a natural finish, and it gives you full coverage. And also what's good about it is that it has an SPF of 30, which is awesome, because if you're putting your sunscreen on, which you should, because sunscreen is very important, you don't want to get black spots or anything on your skin or aging. If you're putting sunscreen on your face, like a 50 SPF, and you're putting this of 30, then you're set and your face is protected. So I really like that about this foundation, that it has. The next drugstore foundation that I want to talk about is another Kathleen Lights recommendation that she was talking about it in the video, and I was just like, wow, I need to buy it. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear Foundation. I have the color 460, and this foundation, I'm just gonna pause for a second so you can hear the birds outside of my window. This foundation, for a drugstore foundation, is amazing. 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 Literally looked so natural on the skin. I feel like we should do a countdown of how many times I said natural, because I feel like I'm saying natural a lot in this video. But this looks like you have no foundation on your face, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing it on your face either. Like, you know, when you put on a foundation and you instantly feel like you have a mask or paint on your face? Yeah, this doesn't feel like you have anything on your face. I love this foundation and it lasts forever. In the summertime when you don't want to wear a lot of foundation, this is the foundation for you. You put a little bit of this and this lasts through humidity, to dry heat, through mask, through everything. Go buy this. I am shade 460, like I said. If you are my skin tone, I think 460 will look really good on you, but this is like $10, guys. Go to Target and buy it. Literally. Another foundation that's really good, that's not drugstore, but it's not high-end either, is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. I have the shade medium 100W, and what can I say? This is not a bad foundation. It is a very glowy foundation to me. I don't know if it doesn't say anywhere it's supposed to be glowy, but I'm guessing with the Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation whole thing, it says that it's somewhat glowy. I feel like the shade that I got is just too dark for me. I feel like when I put it on my skin, you can automatically see the difference between my face and my neck. And I'm not really a fan of that. This is probably the least worn foundation for me. I don't wear it almost never, and I feel bad because it's just sitting in my collection. But a lot of people have raved about this foundation. Also, the other one that they have, I think it's the one in the tube. A lot of people like that foundation too. And I just think that I got the wrong shade. And because I got the wrong shade, I'm not enjoying this foundation as much as I should be. So I just wanted to mention it because it is in my collection and I do wear it sometimes, but it's just not my favorite. And this foundation, I gave in, guys. You know, on Instagram, those ads where they're advertising products and foundations and beauty products and all that stuff. Yeah. I fell for it. This is the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. And I fell for it, guys. Like, oh wow, they get your shade perfect. And they had all these different claims and all these different models that were trying out the foundation. And it was looking like perfect on their skin. I was like, I should try that. And okay, it matches perfectly with your face. If you answer the questions correctly, it matches perfect with your skin. The thing is that this is a $40 foundation. It's not 40 exactly, but it's 40 something. And you can choose whether it's medium coverage, full coverage. You can choose if you like natural finish, satin finish, or like matte fitted. This, I think I chose medium coverage and I chose natural finish. And this looks very okay. Okay. Like it's okay. It matches my skin perfectly. And it looks natural on the skin. I don't know. For the hype that they've put on Instagram about this foundation, I was just expecting for it to change my life. And the bottle is glass, so you're like, wow, this is super fancy. It's probably gonna look amazing on my skin, which it does look nice on the skin. But honestly, I feel like my L'Oreal Infallible $10 foundation is better than this foundation. I reach for this more than this, but I am gonna use this up because it is a $40 foundation. So I am gonna use it up. I won't be repurchasing. I feel like it just doesn't wow me. And also, I'm not a fan of the scent. It smells like kind of like paint and chemicals. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. The next foundation that I will be talking about is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Guys, NARS, I don't know what magic NARS is doing with their skin products or their complexion products. NARS has really good foundations. I have never tried a NARS skin product that is not good for your skin. Like it not good for your skin, looks good on your skin. This looks really good on your skin. I have the color Stromboli, and it's medium 3. It's so good. Again, this foundation is very similar to the Born This Way, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, but this one is more matte, and this one you do have to work rather quickly to blend it in. Like, you literally have to grab the smallest amount in your finger and tap it in and immediately blend it in, because it starts to set really fast. And once it's set, it's not moving. It's not going anywhere. And that's what's good about this foundation too, that it's very long lasting on your face, and it's very mask friendly. It's very matte, but doesn't look dry. Again, if you don't moisturize your face or you don't do anything like that, anything that you put on your face is going to look dry and not the best. But you can't really blame the product for that, because you have to apply some moisture to your face in order for the product to just be on your face better than, than if it was on a dry surface, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is a really good foundation. It's soft matte complete foundation. That's the perfect name for it. It's matte, but it's very softly matte. It's not like harshly matte like the Fenty that you see all my wrinkles, you see my mustache, you see every little pore in my forehead. It's not like that. I love this foundation. When it finishes, I will be buying again. And because you use a little bit of it, it will last you forever. I just really love this one. I'm almost done, guys. I know it's a long video. Another NARS foundation I have and I really, really love is the Sheer Glow foundation. And I have it in the color medium 3, which is basically Stromboli. I have these in the same color. And this foundation is really beautiful too. It has the slightest glow to your face. It's not natural finish to where it's kind of like the same as the other foundations I have here, as a sheer glow to your face. It literally is the name. They named it perfectly. This looks so beautiful on the skin. It almost makes you look like you drank a lot of water, but you drank just 1 cup or none at all. These days, I just forget to drink water, and you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll just put this foundation on my skin and then I'll look like I drank 4 cups of water. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is just kind of like the Estee Lauder, where you have to buy a pump. For this one, I would have had to buy a pump, but the pump was sold out. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I just won't buy a pump. But guys, this is for the price. Come on. It literally just has like a little, the top, not turn on and off, but like take it off and on. And then from that little hole, you have to literally pour it into your finger. And I just hate that. And then it gets all over the top of the foundation because it's like a soft touch. That's the only thing I don't like about this. The foundation itself makes it worth it. So the first to last foundation that I have is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. This is not a foundation. I'm sorry I said that earlier. This is a skin tint, but to me, it looks like a foundation. It is not like your traditional skin tint that you would put it on your face and it barely has any coverage. It is not like this. This has coverage and it looks beautiful on your skin. It doesn't feel heavy on your face. So it's a really beautiful foundation. You can even glam this up. Like you can wear this and do like a glam look and it will look like you have coverage on your skin. I would totally recommend. And I have this in the shade 9. And the last foundation that I have is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. And again, Kathleen Lights sold me on this. She was like, this is my favorite foundation stick. This is one of my favorite foundations of all time. And she said that she had loved the Face and Body foundation, but they had discontinued that foundation. But she loves this one just as much. And I had to buy it. And it is really good. For it being a stick foundation, I find that it's very easy to blend. You know, some stick foundations, you put them on your face and you have to like really buff hard with your foundation brush, because you can almost see the line where you drew the foundation on your face. This one does not have that. It's like very emollient. Like you put it on your face and you can like blend it, and it like blends so perfectly into your skin. And again, I don't wear this every single day. It's a very like a kind of glam. I put it on my face for my son's birthday and it looked amazing on my skin. But yeah, where are we going nowadays, guys? Where are we going? I wear foundation every day because it makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel better about just being home all the time and having nowhere to go. I wear foundation to go to the supermarket. I wear foundation to go get me some boba tea. I wear foundation to go to Target. I wear makeup to go to these basic places because it makes me feel like, you know, oh, you know, okay, I have my shit going. Like I have somewhere to go. I have my makeup on, I'm dressed up, like I have somewhere to go, but I don't have anywhere to go. So that's what the past 2 years has done for us, and hopefully it's over sooner than later. But yeah, guys, that is all for my part 1 of my makeup collection series. I hope you guys found this video very informative and enjoyed the video. Again, I am just now getting comfortable. This is just something that just came to my mind. I was like, why not share my makeup collection? I have so much makeup and I'm so proud of this makeup, so why not share it? But yeah, guys, I would really appreciate it if you guys supported me. Just like this video at the bottom, and that will let me know that you guys like the video and you like the content, and I will keep recording and uploading videos like this. Also, subscribe to my channel, and that will let me know that you're with me and that you're supporting me. I would really appreciate that. I'm enjoying recording these videos because it's something that I'm talking about, something that I really enjoy, and makeup is something that I really enjoy. It makes me feel good. So I am so happy that I'm going to be recording these videos and makeup looks that make me feel good, and maybe it will help you guys feel good too. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys soon.